Here is another testimony of the use of devices for developing the concentration of eternal life PRK-1U, configured according to medical profiles. Hello, my name is Galina. I live in Armenia. I want to share with you my results, which I received when working on PRK-1U devices with a medical profile. I became acquainted with the teachings of Grigory Grabovoi in 2018. In the process of mastering the teachings, I became convinced that they are truly creative in nature and accessible for everyone to master. I concentrated on each of the devices for 8 to 20 minutes a day and used number series and some methods that I learned from the works of Grigory Grabovoi. After concentration on vision normalization, I noticed an improvement in vision. I have a slight farsightedness, and especially after prolonged contact with the phone, I always observed a clouding of the vision and blurriness of forms. I no longer doubt that there is a sharp improvement in vision. I was able to read very small print without glasses, which I had not been able to do for a long time. To finally consolidate the result, systematic and longer concentrations are needed. Once, having felt a cold, a sore throat, accompanied by a headache and aching joints, I normalized my health condition in 2 sessions of work in front of the device, working for an hour a day. As is known, on one of the devices PRK-1U with a medical profile, well, specifically on protection and healing from coronavirus, you can work on healing from various other viruses as well. I was able to get rid of herpes on my lips twice, literally in a day in the first case and in the second in 1 session of work in front of the device. And the individual device PRK-1U protected me from coronavirus during the pandemic, since the radius of its protection is 1 kilometer. Neither I nor my loved ones were exposed to this disease. One day my lower back started to hurt so much that I couldn't sit. I could only lie in a certain position without moving. I decided to resort to medication, but neither the first course of treatment, nor the second, nor the third helped me, although there was an improvement. I was already able to sit in a certain position. I stopped the medication and started working on the device to improve my condition. After some time, all the pain stopped and I returned to a normal way of life. I would also like to testify to the healing result when working on the PRK-1U devices in the introductory course group conducted by the licensed teacher of the Educational Center Marina Morotskina. About 3 years ago, I developed a rash on my face in the nasolabial triangle area in the form of a cluster of reddish bumps. The skin in this area itched and the overall appearance caused aesthetic discomfort. Laboratory tests showed that it was dermatosis. I bought various medications, sprays and ointments as prescribed by a dermatologist and began treatment. The improvement was insignificant and only for the period when I used these ointments. As soon as I stopped the treatment, the rashes appeared with renewed vigor. I read on the internet that the treatment should be very long-term, at least 6 months. I was treated for about 2 years, changing medications and ointments. There was no result. From wearing a mask, these rashes increased even more. I went to another dermatologist and took tests in another laboratory. I was given a different diagnosis, contact allergy due to wearing a mask. I had to buy new ointments, I changed the mask quite often or, if possible, did not wear it. But there were no results of healing or at least improvement of the condition at all. I decided to work with this big problem for myself on the PRK-1U device with a medical profile on rejuvenation. On the advice of Marina Morochkina, I began to work with two numerical series, Infectious Diseases and Skin Diseases from the book by Grigory Grabovoi, Restoration of the Human Organism Through Concentration on Numbers. And I noticed an improvement in the condition. Then I added to these numerical series the numerical series of the norm of laboratory parameters of the whole organism. I worked on the main numerical series of each table of the norm of laboratory parameters, available in this book, which increased the duration of work on the device almost twofold. I had to work on the device in several stages, using every free minute as much as possible. During this time, I refused to use medications for my problem. The result was noticeable in a matter of days. The skin was completely cleared, no itching, no redness, no rashes, as if nothing had happened. I was once again convinced that the PRK-1U devices really help. Concentrating on the PRK-1U device and on the corresponding numerical series for various tasks, I managed to normalize my nervous system. I became calmer, more balanced. And this really helped me to normalize relations with those people who do not yet share my new views. The perspective of seeing reality has improved, optimism has appeared, a sense of security and confidence has appeared. A core of calm has appeared, despite the difficult life situation in the country and difficulties for most people. I have many tasks that I would like to work on, in particular, rejuvenation, improving my health, improving the living conditions of myself and my loved ones, and all people on earth. Grigory Grabovoi is a scientist ahead of his time, who created unique devices PRK-1U, working with the power of creative thought. And we only need to accept this gift with gratitude and work to improve events and health in our lives, to improve the environment, prevent global catastrophes, save the earth and all of humanity for universal eternal harmonious development and ensuring eternal life for everyone. Our time already dictates this necessity. Thank you for your attention.